Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I am so excited to share this video with you guys because it is so relevant if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, and I'm so excited to chat about this topic because a lot of people go through it. You might not even think that a lot of people go through it. You feel like you're the only one who goes through imposter syndrome, but that is just not the case. So many people go through it, and I'm excited to chat more about this topic today, and your opinions and feelings are valid. So I just want to let you guys know that, and I can't wait to get into this topic. But before we do, make sure you guys give me a like if you enjoy this type of content, and make sure you subscribe because I post at least once a week. I am trying to get up videos twice a week, but at least once a week, you guys. So make sure you subscribe. I talk about social media, business, entrepreneur tips, and starting and growing successful businesses. So you guys, please subscribe, give me a like, comment other video suggestions down below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into imposter syndrome, how you can overcome it, and the feelings associated with it. Let's go. So you guys may not realize, but a lot of people actually go through imposter syndrome. Even major celebrities like J-Lo and best-selling authors, everybody has these type of feelings, and it's honestly because we don't give ourselves enough credit. Like, we have got to start believing more in ourselves and in our abilities and in our qualifications, but really it is just because we don't give ourselves enough credit. Basically, we always downplay our qualifications and what we're good at, and really it is that feeling and it is that emotion in the back of your mind that is called your alter ego, and sometimes it messes with you pretty bad. I have experienced all of the feelings over my years of building 2 different businesses. So you guys, it happens to even the most successful people, just like J-Lo. So I just want to preface this video by saying that it happens to the very best people and the very successful celebrities there are. So you guys, your opinions and feelings are valid. So when I was researching this topic, an interesting thing that I came across was that this feeling actually happens more in women than in men, which I thought that was interesting, and I could definitely see like why, because I feel like as women we go through more feelings and emotions. I know I do, at least, so I can definitely see that, but it happens in women more than men. And honestly, you guys, for some reason, people who are highly skilled and qualified think that the person next to them is also that skilled and that qualified, but simply that is just really not true. Basically, everybody has different qualifications and experience levels. For example, you're at the grocery store. You guys don't know what the other person has been through, and for some reason, we all tend to think that everybody thinks like we do, which is very interesting to say, because that everybody just thinks differently and everybody just kind of maneuvers and operates differently, and a lot of times our brain doesn't comprehend that. So as we get into the tips on how you can really overcome imposter syndrome, I want to start off with tip number 1, and that is just really surrounding yourself with people in your same industry and have this conversation with them, because I feel like if we have these feelings as an imposter, for some reason it is just not talked about enough, and a lot of people don't really have this conversation. So find somebody in your industry or your coworkers that you really trust and have this difficult conversation with them, because I guarantee you guys that 99% of people will have the same exact feelings as you. Tip number 2, and I really struggle with this while building businesses. I feel like sometimes everybody kind of sees the way I do when it's really not true. People don't see the way you do, and nobody actually sees what you see. For example, if somebody is coming to you, they are coming to you as an expert. So for example, my social media agency is perfectlypinterest.com. I take small business and blogger clients and I help them build their social media presence through Pinterest marketing. And if people are reaching out to me, they see me as the expert because they need help. And sometimes I like to think that everybody knows everything that I know about Pinterest, but they don't. Like, they just don't. People don't know what you know and they don't see what you see. And a lot of times we have a struggle. We have problems like wrapping our mind around that, and I just think that is crazy. So you guys, nobody sees exactly what you see. Tip number 3, you guys, get that journal, write down your successes and comments that you get from people. Either if you're a fashion blogger and somebody is coming to you asking for, you know, your best denim recommendations or how to style a basic black dress. If somebody comes to you and says, hey, I used your tip, thank you so much, you are the expert, write that down, because we tend to forget that happens just shortly after that happens. So writing it down or taking a screenshot, putting it into a folder on your phone can really help you, because you can reference that whenever you're really feeling like you're having imposter syndrome. This leads into tip number 4, and that is just revisiting that positive feedback that other people leave you. So no matter what your business is, if you're selling clothing like me, you're selling activewear, if somebody is like, oh my gosh, these are the best pair of leggings that I have ever got, thank you so much, I have been looking for size inclusive activewear, things like that, just write that down, make a little note of that, because you're gonna wanna revisit it, because we all have bad days, which sucks, but that just makes us more appreciative of the good days. So make sure you write everything down, screenshot it, do anything you can to revisit those comments. You guys, I am just getting really passionate over here. I absolutely love this topic because I am just a major fan of talking about the things that a lot of people are scared to talk about. So I'm happy to talk about this topic, but you guys, sometimes I get kind of heated, I will say, because I get so excited and passionate. But anyway, let's move on to our next tip. Tip number 5, discover the things that are making you feel this way and use that journal to write them down. And sometimes those things are triggers, and we need to be addressing those triggers. So if that means you're hanging out with somebody who's just really negative and says, oh, there's no way you'll be successful, that, my friend, will cause imposter syndrome, and that's a big trigger that you don't need in your life. Only surround yourself with positive people, because those negative people creep in and they just make your self-esteem and your confidence just go way down. And girlfriend, we cannot stand for that. It is 2021, no bueno. Revisiting tip number 1, with these things that you write down, you guys need to find somebody in your industry that is really trustworthy. You guys, if you don't have anybody, you can't think of anybody, message me on Instagram. We can talk about it. It's at kali.alexandria. You guys DM me. I respond to all of my DMs. So literally, let's start the conversation if you guys need help. But just revisiting tip 1, and that is just chatting with your trusted people about this in your industry, because a lot of people can relate to each other with this, and that's just something we don't see very often. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned more about overcoming imposter syndrome. Let's overcome it together. You guys, seriously, message me if you need any tips or advice. I would love to chat with you guys. Leave me a comment if you guys struggle with this too. And it's not just me, because I feel like this just needs to be talked about more. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you guys can overcome imposter syndrome just like I do. So thank you guys. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, and subscribe because I post once a week at least. But anyways, thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.